Okay, so I'm going to be talking about the time that I found out that my car had been involved in a wreck. It wasn't a very bad wreck, and by most definitions, it isn't even considered a wreck. So I had fallen asleep at my house after a long day, and I woke up to my grandfather in my room telling me that I need to get up because someone had just hit my car outside. I was very confused because I had just woken up, and that was shocking news. And so I said, "What?" And he said, "Somebody just hit your car. You need to come outside." And so I got up and I went outside, and a neighbor of mine was having a get together. And there's very limited parking on the road where I live, and all the spaces were pretty much taken up. And this one lady that was going to the get together was trying to parallel park and was backing around my vehicle, which was parked on the side of the road as well. And apparently, she said there was another vehicle coming down from the opposite way, and she became more focused on what they were doing rather than how close she was to my vehicle, which resulted in her scraping against the side. It pushed my driver's side mirror in and dented my driver's side door and scratched a lot of the paint off. So, obviously, I was very distraught seeing my car like that, and the woman was very distraught as well because this was the first wreck she had ever been in, and she had just moved to town, and so she was like, "This is such a great way to meet people." And my grandfather was adamant that I needed to call and report it, and this was the first time it had ever happened to me. So I was very unsure of what to do, and I was like, "Hold on, let me call my mom first." So I called mom, and she told me that I needed to report it as well. So I called, and I told them what had happened, and eventually the officer did get there, and we had to retell the story again. And they determined that the lady was at fault, so unfortunately, she did have to get a ticket, which made me feel really guilty because, like I said, she was new to town and this was the first time she'd ever been in trouble with the police and ever been in a wreck. And I was like, oh, of course it had to be my car. So I felt bad, like secondhand guilt, I guess you could say. And I was apologizing to her, and she was like, "I'm the one who should be apologizing." And it was all very stressful because I was 16. It's the first time this had ever happened. And so I was very stressed out, and I was just having so much anxiety about it, and I was trying to calm myself down, and I was trying to deal with it by myself because I know that I'll have to do it probably again, and I need to know what to do. And the lady's husband got there, and we all looked at the damage, and there wasn't much damage to her vehicle. Most of it was done to mine. So we traded insurance information, and we got an estimate, and eventually my car was fixed. Everything's okay now, but that was just a very challenging experience, and I'm thankful for it because now I know what to do in a situation like that. And there have been times when I have been at fault, so it taught me how to better handle the situation.